Hey Kyle, this is Grant with BLU Digital Solutions. Shot you this quick video just to show you how to increase your web presence and in terms, gaining more customers. Statistics show that the internet's actually the easiest and most efficient way to gain new customers this day and age. So hopefully these tips that I'm going to give you will help you out and help gain that web presence that you need. So just kind of starting off the bat, I'm going to go over three things, three of the main things that need to be focused on when you're trying to increase your web presence. Those three things are going to be content, backlinks, and citations. So what we're going to do is I'm going to compare you to the highest ranking competitor here in the area. And for that purpose, we're going to use Duval Fence right here. The way we found that is we typed in the highest search keyword, which is Fence Company Jacksonville FL here in the area. And then we went down to this organic section. We looked who at the highest ranking company is. Granted, it is Superior Fence and Rail, but they have a lot of different locations, so we're not going to fool with them right now. And that's why I have Duval Fence up. So that's how I found them. Back to your website here. Like I said, the first thing we're going to talk about is going to be content. Content's going to be everything that I'm able to highlight here. Now, why is that important? It's important because Google, when they send their bots or the crawlers, whatever you want to call them, all they do is they come and they read this content from left to right, top to bottom. They don't see this beautiful, website that you have here. All they see is what is wrote on this website, and the pictures. They don't see the pictures either, but they see what's behind the pictures. And I'll kind of talk about that here more shortly. But the sweet spot for content is going to be between 1,000 and 1,500 words. The reason for that is it shows Google that you are the local expert in that area for whatever service it is. So in this case, fencing, you want to show Google and prove to Google that you are the fencing expert here in Jacksonville, Florida. The way to do that is with a lot of content and keywords interweaved within that content. So like that keyword I showed you earlier, the fence company Jacksonville FL, you want that in your content at least 4 to 9 times, and sound. You want it to sound natural as well. You can't just type them on there anywhere you want. It needs to sound natural. But you want to weave all those different keywords into your content, because when Google crawls, they're going to see that you are the local fence company Jacksonville FL, which in turn when people search that, it's going to help bring your website towards the top. Now we talked about pictures as well. Once again, Google doesn't see these pictures, but they see what's behind the pictures. So when we right click this, we can click Save Image As, and it's going to show me what your pictures are saved as. In this case, it's saved as temporary fence. What we want to do there is we want to save those as our keywords, because once again, we're trying to tell Google what it is that we want to rank for. You may or may not want to rank for temporary fence, which is fine if you do, but I would do temporary fence Jacksonville FL, just because it narrows it down to this specific area. Or like I said, any of these other keywords that we talked about. I'm going to show you some more as well, but you want all those intertwined in there. Think about Wikipedia. Well, why are they always at the top whenever you search anything? If you search Michael Jackson, Michael Jordan, anything for that matter, Wikipedia is usually the top one website there. They're within the top three at least. But the reason for that is because think about how much content they have. Anything you've ever looked at on Wikipedia, just tons and tons and tons of content, which in turn makes them the subject matter expert of whatever it is that we're searching or reading about, and that's why they're number one. It's one of the few reasons, anyways. And we'll talk about the backlinks and citations, kind of how they play into this as well. Let's take a look at your competitor, see what kind of content they have. So we're looking at Duval Fence. This is their homepage here. They really don't have much at all, which is good. Good for you anyways, because that's easy to outdo. Our biggest thing is we want to see who the number one competitor in the area is, and we want to outdo them on every level. So they look like they might have 300 or 400 words here tops. So if you do 1,000 to 1,500, you're going to blow them out of the water. But look right here how they have Jacksonville Fence Companies. That's a key word, and so that's good that they have it in there, and that's what they're going to rank for. But that's enough on content. So the next thing we're going to do is we're going to talk about backlinks. So we use this. This is a program that we use here, and it's going to show me all the metrics for the behind the scenes of your website and your competitor's website. So when we look at this, we want to pay attention to this number here, the DR. That's the domain rating. So it's a number between 0 and 100. The higher the number, the more power your website has. And once again, we want trust and power in order to start ranking these websites. The question is, well, how do I get this trust and this power? Well, we get it through backlinks. Backlinks are nothing more than taking your URL right here and getting it put on other like websites. So other fencing websites that have trust and power in Google, that's what we want to get yours on. Because if that other website has trust and power, and then we get your website listed on theirs, it's gonna put that trust and power down towards your website, and it's going to start adding some of their trust and power to you. Google's going to see it as, oh, look, this is a trusted website, and now your URL is on it as well, so you must be trusted as well. So they're going to give you some trust and some power. Not all backlinks are created equal. Remember how I said you want to get this on other like fencing companies that have trust and power. You don't want to, go get this, a backlink on, say, Pizza Hut's website. They sell pizzas, not fences, so it might do you more harm than good. So biggest thing is getting on, good solid backlinks. So you have 41 backlinks total, and you're on 11 different websites. So your domain is on 11 different websites on the web. We look at your keywords. You're ranking for 58 keywords right now, and then you got organic traffic out of these different keywords you rank for, which I'm going to kind of break down here in a second. You're getting 26 people to come to your website every single month. And then don't worry about this here. This is just saying if you were to pay for these different people that visited your website, it would cost you about $41 a month. Which the reason for that is probably because they're coming to your own name. That's why it's so cheap. They're searching your actual name. But let's check it out. All right, so these are the keywords you rank for. So the way to read this is whatever the keyword or phrase is here. You go to look at volume. There's 40 people that search this phrase every single month. And you are ranked number 1, so it means you're at the top of the first page for your name, which is good. And out of these 40 people that search for you, you're getting 12 people a month that come to your site out of that. So now we break it down on Country Boy Fencing again, 20, you're number 1, you got 5 people coming. But now let's look, you're actually ranking for some good keywords here. Fence repair Jacksonville FL, there's 150 people searching for it. Jacksonville fence, 200. Duval fence, 150. Fence installation, 150. So you see all that, but you're on the second and third page for all these. So you're literally right. You're very, very close from being at the first page, and it wouldn't take a whole lot of work to actually get up there. But that's where the backlinks come into play. So now your content has shown Google that you want to rank for these keywords, which you have, which is great. But now you need to start running backlinks for specific keywords like we talked about earlier, and that's going to make these start shooting up to the top of the first page. So imagine if you were number 1 in all of these for all these different keywords or phrases, and you see the search volume here. Imagine how many more customers you would actually land because of that. It'd be huge. It would grow your company probably as large as you wanted it. You'd have to probably turn down some work, but you still have other ones here, like 60, 80, 60. And these are all you're right on the second page. So like I said, with very little work, you could be up on the first page and gaining some new customers. Let's take a look at your competitor here. So we got Duval Fence in here. Their DR is 29. Remember how I said that's the number we're paying attention to? Yours was 0.2. They're at 29. They don't have that many more referring domains than you. You had 11. But obviously theirs are more powerful. Remember how I said that they're not created equal? Well, this is a good case because 43 backlinks is actually, that's pretty weak. But he must have some decent ones to give him this much power and that much trust. But he's ranking for 277 different keywords, and he's bringing 422 people to his website every single month. In turn, he's getting about $1.2 thousand worth of traffic for free. So that's one of the great things about this is once you're ranked to the top number 1, you're going to get all of this traffic for free. When in turn other people wanted it, they would have to pay this amount per month to get that. Let's look at their keywords. All right, so he's ranking for Jacksonville fence. He's number 1 position. There's 200 people searching for it. He's got 68 people alone going to his website. So even if you were to rank for just this keyword in the number 1 position, I mean, your customer base would grow huge with 68 new people calling you every single month. And then now you add all of these other ones that we're able to go after as well. So these are some good ideas on what you're able to go after, because this is what the number 1 person is actually going after. Let's go back real fast. So referring domains, this is, like I said, those backlinks where he's on 43 different websites throughout the web. So the question is, well, how do I find backlinks? The way I like to do it is I go here because success leaves a trail. So Google's telling me right now, with all of 43 of these backlinks or referring domains, they're willing to rank this person number 1. So what does that tell me? That tells me that I want to go after every single one of these backlinks right here. So that way, we can outdo them. And then on top of that, we don't stop there. We keep going, and we keep adding more to that way. You're untouchable. Nobody's going to be coming after you because it's almost going to be impossible just because there's so many backlinks on there. But what we do is we go through one by one, and we click each one of these, and we get on there, and we try to get your website on there as well. Whether we have to contact the hosts, or we have some pretty cool ways on how we're able to get your websites in there. But biggest thing is we do what we have to do to try to get you on these websites, and then we keep going and we keep adding to more websites. So that's one of the ways you can find backlinks if you're wanting to. Here's a couple other keywords that are out there that nobody's going for. These are just general keywords, just to give you an idea. So if you did want to write some new content or something, there's different keywords right here that you can look at and do that. So next, we've talked about content, we've talked about backlinks, so now we're going to talk about citations. Citations, they go hand in hand with this GMB or your Google My Business. Their citations are nothing more than directories. And so what you want to do is you want to get your name, address, and phone number listed in as many directories throughout the internet as possible. The tricky thing with this, though, is that name, address, and phone number, it has to be word for letter, word for word on how it was when you created your Google My Business listing. So an example, Armstrong Fence CO. If they went through and they added their name, address, and phone number to different directories, but they left that period off, Google's not going to see it as the same business, and it's not going to do them any good. So the biggest thing is name, address, phone number, letter for letter, word for word. We usually put our customers in about 350 different directories. That way, they literally blow everybody out of the water. Most companies have anywhere from probably 20 to 30 citations. That's usually about it. Now, granted, that's not the only thing that's going to make you shoot up here in rank. Everything that it all ties into it together. So, reviews are a big one. Start getting as many reviews as possible. Make sure we go in the back end, or you go in the back end of your Google My Business, and anything that can be filled out needs to be filled out if you're able to. So, and in this case, address, hours, phone number, website. There's a description piece in there, which this person, they're ranked number 1. Once again, we want to see what they're doing, and we want to outdo them. So I know he doesn't have his description filled out. Well, you can have 750 words in the description. So you need to go in there and fill that out, 750 words. We want to see how many pictures he has. If he has 20 pictures, we want to do 60 pictures. Same thing as well. We want to save these as different keywords. We want to geotag them. That's something a little deeper, but you can go geotag them. You can Google or YouTube how to do that. It tells you pretty easily. Geotag them to the local area, and once again, though, is just looking to see what they have and outdo them. They have 32 reviews, so you want more than that. But we can go, how do we find these citations that we were talking about earlier? We see here Best Fence in Rail, Florida, which is the company we're just looking at, the number 1 spot. They have 23 citations. Once again, success leaves a trail. So I want to get my business, or in your case, your business, listed in every single one of these that they're in, and then I don't want to stop there. I want to keep going. Like I said, that's why we put our clients usually in about 300 to 350 different directories. But you can go through here and you can look. He's listed in all of these. So Best Fence Jacks, BBB, Digital Publishing, MapQuest, all these different ones. So we go through and we get you added in each of these. We go to here and we get you added. But other than that, that's really the gist of it, and that's what will really help increase your web presence and hopefully, gain some more customers for you if you're wanting to grow. So if you have any questions, I'd be glad to answer them. My name is Grant, and my phone number is 706-233-3557. Once again, 706-233-3557. I look forward to talking with you, Kyle. Thanks.